Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to Logcast number 21 with the League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Hey. I am Carlos Magana, special guest, and the intro voice, here with...
Christian Cabrera.
Stephen Bueno.
And Cornell Montgomery.
Nice.
Ooh, you have the fanciest name, too.
Cornell Xavier Montgomery Richardson II. Find
Steal his identity.
His address is...
Cornell Montgomery.
He lives on his own goddamn street.
He's like a turtle. He just kind of sticks his head inside himself, and that's...
If you were homeless, though, let's face it. As a homeless animal, you'd want to be the turtle. Like, if you lived in one of those, like, Arthur worlds where, like, the animals were people, you'd probably want to be the turtle because you always carry your home with you.
There's slavery in that world.
Is there?
They have a dog.
Oh, my God.
Binky is a dog. Yeah. Consider that.
And there's no turtles. There's actual turtle animals that they.
Well, isn't that the same thing as like the Disney universe? Where
yeah.
Goofy is Mickey's best friend, but then
there's Pluto.
And then he goes and pets Pluto.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I know, fucking Goofy ain't that bright, but I mean, he's the same race.
Dogs.
It's dog race. That was not what we were going to talk
No,
about.
hell no, but
that just is a little tangent there. Sorry about that. No, I'm joking. We are all adults here now, and we have taxes coming up, and it's great because everyone's ready to get that refund.
You're out of frame, by the way.
Oh yeah, video. Hi, video. I forgot this was the video thing. I'll cheat to the camera.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is the beginning of tax season for most.
It's not
people.
my first time on camera.
Ooh.
Saucy story.
I was lured with promise of jewels.
And all I saw were family
They
jewels.
said they'd give me rupees.
You sound like Jerry Lewis. Whatever voice you make, it's like Jerry's like, "Oh God, no, nice lady."
God, they gave me jewels.
Every time.
God damn it.
Taxis, mother. But yeah, dude, tax season is coming up, and I think Christian and I know very well that you can get screwed during tax season.
Oh yeah.
Most people don't, especially if you have children. You tend to get money back and shit like that.
I know, like, how many of these hoochies that live down where we live get like $20,000, $15,000? Oh, let me go buy some new tits. It's like, okay, but those are for your children.
Yeah,
the tits are for their children.
Oh, well,
Yeah, but
I believe that tits are for our future.
yeah, but boobies are once in a lifetime.
No, because don't you have to get them replaced every 10 years?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't know, Steven. Can you please tell us?
They require
do you
maintenance.
replace your titties?
Yeah. Shit.
No, 100% natural, homeboy.
I mean, let's be honest. You talk a lot of smack about these hoochies and where we live, but they were thinking about their future way before we were. They already knew about taxes when they were 15. That's when they started having kids.
They thought ahead.
They thought ahead.
Honestly.
You're right. They're ahead of the curve.
And I'll be here. I'm paying whatever I have to pay yearly, and they're getting the money. They are the smart ones.
Exactly.
Strategizing.
They're getting our money that we owe.
Christian just got mad right now.
Dango.
Because the money that we owe to, we got to give it to them.
I like to think that the money.
These welfare queens, they're over here.
Welfare
Damn
queens.
I like to think that the money I'm putting into the system is fixing the potholes that are currently in my street.
No,
they're not. Just do what that normal guy.
Nah, that's why I said I like to think that. Because it helps me sleep at night.
But not the crying of their children.
Not the crying of the children. If anything, not that.
No. I'm ready.
The rude awakening is going to be the sound of a car crashing into a pothole in front of your street.
Yeah, right.
And it's going to be like a nice Hummer, and then inside of that would be one of the welfare queens, right?
Of course.
Yeah, they always have the big cars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have to haul their whole school.
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to drug test them too.
The flock.
The flock, yeah.
But no,
I believe a crowd of them is called a nuisance.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Like a murder of crow and a nuisance of children.
sounds about right. I think that's the literal definition.
Yeah.
Put that in the dictionary, Webster.
Get to it.
Patented, by the way.
If they got fleek on
Do
it.
it, I'm going to coin the frame. The frame. Only money.
We're going to set the date right now. It is January something. So.
Gotta do something some point in the evening.
My guy just said that a crowd of children was called a nuisance. That's pretty good.
Do they still have that, like, the little sentence that they put on there just to show, like, the actual meaning as well? Because they'll cone it, or they'll actually phrase it into the actual word.
Oh, like use it in a sentence type
Yeah.
of thing? Yeah, they have
They still do.
They have two
They should
examples
just
of
use
that.
that. Exactly.
Last time
what
you opened the dictionary.
That's my open dictionary.
Yeah.
Like fucking years ago.
When
When I was
we play
writing
Scrabble,
paper.
it's just a Scrabble
I'm just
dictionary.
saying.
Actually, yeah.
There's
When we play
an app for
Scrabble,
that. So you
when we
know,
play Scrabble, it's usually the time you open one. That's it.
and then you open up the Scrabble one, which doesn't really describe things that well.
Like, I already got plans of what I'm getting for my return if I get one. Hopefully, I don't. Do.
Same here.
Oh, dude.
I was gonna say, like, hopefully I don't pay. I'm definitely getting another external. So we need to put some of these raw files in there because that shit is hogging up space on my computer like big time. I got 2 terabytes on my computer, right? I've already knocked out at least 70 gigs just on like our shit.
Damn.
Now for me, I have a 1.5 terabyte internal, another 1 terabyte internal, 2 terabyte external, a 1.5 terabyte external, another 2 terabyte external.
And they're all full.
And
this
they're
is
all
of
pretty
legal
fucking
movies.
full.
And this is all before taxes.
And this is before.
Yeah.
No. That's,
For the record.
well, each raw file for the Logcast, I used to do it differently, so I had a different format, and that used to take about 60 gigs per episode. Now it's only 40 gigs per episode. So we do
60
say-
gigs per episode?
Yeah.
Fuck. What the hell?
You have episodes?
Giggity, dude.
Not only that, but
Hell, you-
What, you said the raw file, right?
yeah, when
Okay.
we worked on a short film with someone, even the small clips tend to like take up a lot of gigs, and that's not like if you want to record raw on my camera, like out of the camera, it's like 20 minutes will be 64 gigs. So the
Damn,
camera's
4K
intense.
and like ultra freaking
Oh,
voicing
man.
and shit like
First
that.
world
No,
problems
1080.
here.
But I mean, once you get filled up, can't you just take the tape and flip it over to the B side and record over on the B side? I mean, that's how it works,
You know,
right?
I hadn't. It's
Which
it's
was
the
that
USB,
easier?
and you just put it into another port, and you get more gigs.
Yeah, they're additive.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Remember the story you told us years back about the little kids when they spin around circles? You tell them like if you spin around.
Oh, you spin around
way,
the other way, you'll get undizzy. Yeah. Try it. Go to a schoolhouse. What do they call schoolhouse nowadays? Just schools, right?
Cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go.
Nowadays they're just called schools. Back in my day, they were called schoolhouses. But yeah, go mess with some kids. you might end up. Yeah.
You probably won't be allowed within 10 feet if you're male. But
I was gonna say yeah, sure. You'll end up on a list, but it'll be worth it.
Just so many buddies at a party, so he'll do it.
Yeah, don't worry. If you end up on a list, you can't leave your house. You can open up a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
start
you
that.
can
It's a good business.
start podcasting. So how'd you get into podcasting? Funny story. I was hanging around school children. And people thought it was weird.
No, here's the thing. When someone asks you how to break into podcasting, it's like, well, it's easy, it's a microphone. No, it's just, you straight up say, well, first of all, you got to get yourself on this list.
What kind of list?
Everything else comes naturally.
It just sort of like just this domino effect. You do one thing and then just fucking everything just piles on.
All of a
Before you
sudden,
know it, finish
all of a
fun.
sudden, you just stop shaving. You stop-
Your hair starts growing
Yeah,
every episode.
There's a trend
Right?
here
Oh,
going
it's
on
true.
right now. I just started, it's my first day, so I have a little stubble. But these,
We've been at it for a while.
look at them.
I'm not saying I'm on the list. I'm just saying.
Oh, my name
He's
is-
close to it though.
I'm just saying I
getting
avoid
there.
school grounds.
He's on a pirate list someplace. But yeah, like that's what I want to get my tax return. Back to taxes.
Yeah, no, right. Back to
You know what's
taxes.
funny is like I don't even because of the last couple of years I don't even think of like getting anything back in taxes. I'm just like minimizing how much I have to pay every year. So it's like just take more of my money. So at one point I have to give out a big chunk.
I straight up pay some dude to do mine. I don't do my own.
Well, yours has got to be more complicated though.
No, it's not. It's probably even easier.
Oh, really?
I'm like, right now, I'm just like, oh man, I hate paperwork. I hate paperwork so bad. And I know if I do my taxes, I'm gonna miss one little thing. And the ARS, IRS, the IRS is gonna be up my ass. I'm like, at least this way I have my receipts. Like, nah, I didn't do it. That guy didn't. It's his fault. So it's a bit of a scapegoat thing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I get my taxes done too for the same reason.
Right?
Because I'm like, I fuck one thing up.
Well, I'm gonna try it
It's
myself this year.
it's a lot easier to be like, what? No, he did it. He fucked up. It's his fault. Than have the IRS on your ass.
Welcome to America, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, first world problems like big time.
Yeah,
That's that's essentially America right there. In a
Oh man,
nutshell.
I'm gonna have to owe money.
No, we pay someone to do our taxes. We hate welfare queens. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
we're apparently rich, right?
Far from it.
I know.
I wish we could do a 360 view of this office. Ooh, it'd be like, this shit looks huge on camera.
There's so much shit not on the walls.
We can't even afford paper.
Oh my god.
No, but I've been saving up money steadily throughout the whole year in anticipation to pay out a big chunk.
Wait. But
Same
what
here.
if you don't? What would you do with that money?
I'm going on vacation. Like I'm probably going like RTX or maybe just even a staycation. Like I'll go somewhere
No, say we're
close
going
by.
RTX or like I brought up last time, the Gathering of the Other Juggalos.
Or we might do the Gathering of the Juggalos.
I want to so bad.
Dude, there's a juggalo in my shop where I work. We randomly were talking about it, and someone made a joke. It's like, juggalos. And I was like, oh, yeah, those guys are a thing. And then he's like, who do you think here would be? We're like, I don't know. And we joke around, and at some point, someone goes, wait, what about, I'm not going to say his name, because he might listen.
Yeah, exactly.
What about this dude? And I was like, oh, man, he totally looks like it. And, everyone's clean shaven at work and everything. And then our supervisor was like, out of nowhere, she walks over, she's like, are you a juggalo? And he goes, yeah.
He just looks at him seriously and goes,
Seriously.
whoop whoop.
Yeah. Oh, nuts. My pants are moving. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a cool dude, right? Like,
He's all right.
I guess Juggalos could be cool. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he's all right. I mean, he's but he's but he's all right.
but he's alright. He's a cool
Yeah,
dude.
he's cool, dude.
whoop whoop.
No, I'd be down to go to the Gathering of Juggalos. Fuck it.
I just want to do it for an experience.
I can do both.
It's something
I can't
different
do
that I don't
Ozfest. Is
regularly.
Ozfest even a thing anymore, by the way?
No.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah,
They changed it to like something else now.
Gathering of the Juggalos?
No.
Oh, what do you know? Branding.
It's like Hellfest now. They
Well,
call it.
it's
What?
named after Ozzy, so now it's just geriatric.
It's just
fest.
fest.
Yeah,
Octogenarian fest.
probably.
Sialis.
Silas. Silas.
That little pill that gets your little prick bigger.
Actually, try to say Sialis again with the Sean Connery voice.
Sialis.
Sialis.
Struck me with dialysis.
Speak through your dentures.
I know Christian wanted to talk about having personal video game vendettas, and I remembered one off the top of my head. Brought me back to 7th grade and 8th grade.
Which one?
Lucy. The character Lucy in Unreal Tournament.
Oh,
my God, I totally fucking forgot about that.
Hated
Yeah.
freaking-
She would whoop my ass. I would put her into every match just so I can kill her. You think I'm joking?
That's actually
You know what? Recently, I played Shadow of
talking
Mordor.
teams?
Shadow of Mordor is a game based on video game vendettas, dude. Because it's like you'll be going around killing all these people, and then one guy kills you. He ranks up. A bunch of good shit happens to him, like, and then he's harder to kill because he killed you. So you're like, that motherfucker.
He's like, he ranks up. He wins the lottery. His children are born. They all have high IQs. It's all my fucking fault.
His wife's kind of hot and shit like that. You're like,
Kind of high.
son of a
Wait,
bitch.
and what are you doing then meanwhile? Just watching from the sidelines?
Yeah, you're hiding. They're just like,
Maybe you should stop watching this guy's fake life and start living your own fake life.
Oh my god.
The Sims, Volume 4.
Shadow of Mordor.
The Sims Shadow of Mordor.
Oh man, my orcs aren't happy. They need a new hospital.
Their bloodlust is high.
Oh man,
Wait, you said Sephiroth, right?
Sephiroth was one of the biggest ones because I used to play Final Fantasy VII, and he was a freaking worst to fight against.
As a person who never played Final Fantasy VII, I only had a Sephiroth encounter in Kingdom Hearts. And in the first one, he was hard. The second one, not as hard for me. So I didn't have that vendetta against him. That Lucy, though.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you ever think that maybe he wasn't particularly hard in the first one? It's just that you were much younger.
No, I think he was hard.
I think he probably got better at the game. That's probably.
That's what I was thinking too. Like,
Well, you develop tactics.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics. GameCube.
Oh shit. It wasn't just Sephiroth that freaking pissed me off a lot as well. There was also there's one other one. It's weird to say this, but in The Sims, when you're barely learning how to do the stuff in The Sims, when you cook and everything gets on
The
fire, that's when it's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
The stove is your bad guy?
Or
Essentially,
what
yeah.
was the trick? You
My old nemesis.
you put a carpet in
stove.
front
Like,
of
damn
the,
it, like, you're supposed to
fireplace.
eat.
If you put a carpet in front of the fireplace,
It'll
it's gonna catch
catch on
fire
fire.
eventually.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take off all the doors. You put a carpet there, and you put all your Sim characters in there,
And they all die.
That
You
catch
know-
fire.
you know what I did? I made a house and I had a family, and the family had like a child and shit like that. So they were like, "Oh, lovey-dovey" and stuff like that. But then I took off the doors, and then I sped time up really quick, and I stopped taking care of them. So eventually the house got all dirty and fucked up, and like the Sims version of CPS showed up and took the child.
It's because you're going to school.
And they stopped going to school. They stopped doing everything, and I was just like, "Wow,
You ruined those people's
I
lives.
ruined those people's lives."
You were a horrible god. That's all you are when you play
Like,
Sims.
I am your
When you play Sims, you're just.
I left
God.
them up to their own devices, and essentially what happened is they became their own demise.
They gave into their own 7 deadly sins. That's what happens.
I realized recently when I was talking to Hector, like we were talking about how you play video games, and I realized I'm a little fucked up when it comes to playing video games because we were talking about Age of Empire and like, so what are your tactics when you're fighting this other army? I'm like, well, usually what I do is I try to send out a scout and try to see where their villagers are, and I know that eventually they'll keep making an army, but if I just withhold the attack, and if I survive the attack, I can go attack their villagers, essentially cutting off the resources. And then I destroy the houses of the villagers. I never attacked their actual main
The
army.
village was called Poland.
Yeah.
The year was.
And those are my tactics. Yeah. I destroy the villagers. I destroy the houses so they can't make more villagers. So essentially, they're just kind of stuck, and whatever resources they do have run out from their constant attacks on me. So I just have to.
Basically,
withstand the
your
attack.
tactic is sacrifice your people and sacrifice their people, and then whatever's left over, I'll just make.
No. My villagers and my civilians are fine.
Yeah.
I need them for resources.
Well, you're saying that
you
they're
need those
attacking
ones.
you still, though, right?
Yeah, but I have like small garrisons positioned near my area for defense, but very small. Try to waste as minimal resources as possible. So H's thing is like, wow, you're a fucking war criminal.
Yeah.
You realize this?
Essentially, yeah.
He's like, and then afterwards, I'll throw mustard gas down in the town, and I'll just see what happens.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wipe out everybody, dude. You can't have anyone that remembers how good things used to be before you got there.
To eliminate that, you highlight all your characters, and then you press delete.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and you can just kill them all.
If you highlighted all your characters and you made them walk into one position, you can watch them walk and march in unison. But if you press delete, you can watch them die as they're marching. So it's just like,
That's like the
man, Age of Empires brought out the worst in me, dude. Like that's just I don't want to.
I still play that game to this day. Yeah,
That game
fun.
wastes so many fucking hours, man.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding you.
It sounds funny, but can our PCs even run the original one anymore?
Yeah, they
You
can.
can.
I recently downloaded it from
Yeah.
Steam.
I don't know, that was just the thing. I was like,
Out of
can you get a computer so good that it can't run the old shit?
Probably, yeah.
It can just when it starts up, it's
Sorry, PC
kind of
players.
glitchy a little bit, and the coloration is bad. But once it gets to the main screen, then everything's fine.
Isn't that kind of like saying like, can a person after they stop being a baby be so grown up that they just can't crawl anymore? Like that's kind of like a basic thing.
It's like it's weird, but then after you start doing it a little bit, it gets used to it.
We can test that. Theory. We can test that. Theory
Start
right
crawling.
I will admit that as an adult, I don't crawl as much as I used to.
Yeah.
It hurts more.
It does.
I don't know how babies do it.
Well, they're bouncy. It's,
now. Yeah,
They
they're
get a little
nimble.
I mean, soft spots.
Yeah. Why are we talking?
I don't
This is
know.
like the third time we go back to children getting hurt. I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm keeping count.
It's
a pattern.
an ongoing thing.
Someone's got to
Oh,
keep
that's
it
a-
on
that's a
straight
theme
narrow,
here.
man.
Yeah.
It's a recurring theme here. Okay, I'm still getting used to it.
Okay, and this is one of the main reasons I wanted you here. And since I know you're a pretty big Batman fan, and recently,
Amongst other things.
Recently there was a showing on the CW, and they had like all the stuff for the Avengers.
Fat Kev Smith.
Isn't he?
It wasn't the Avengers. It was DC. That's
Sorry,
why.
I meant Justice League.
yeah.
That's why they brought me in. I wanted to talk about Saint Seiya on
That
his
sounds
shirt.
surprising.
But
I saw he had to do the comic
he
book
caught me
stuff.
off guard with Fat Kevin Smith because I'm like, hasn't he always been Fat Kevin Smith?
Yeah, but
he's
like his
slimmer.
his new name is like the Fat Kev Smith or something.
Really?
I don't know if you ever watched. You
Comic
definitely
Book Man?
watch his show. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
like,
do.
hey, I'm here with Fat Kev Smith. He says Fat Kev Smith. So I was like, he wants to be called
but
that.
yeah, so he was on that, and they had like a new footage of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
They talked about some of the stuff that's going to be happening in the Suicide Squad. So they have the new Suicide Squad
Yes.
trailer, and some of the stuff happening in Dawn of Justice, and how that's like.
All the whole Justice League thing.
Yeah.
They had some. I think they even put that like a big widescreen promo. It wasn't promo. It was like a concept art of the Justice League together, kind of blurry.
Yeah, that, and they like showed concept art of some of the characters too. They showed like Cyborg. They showed the Flash was the one that seemed interesting because they showed like concept art of the Flash.
It just streaks.
I'm gonna say something. I didn't see the whole thing.
Oh really?
Well, I was in my parents' house at the time because I'm on vacation here. So I was in my parents' house, and the thing is, the signal there just goes away randomly. So there's a lot of like no signals, and it came back and said, "Hey, we're back from the break. Whatever. Here's the next no signal." So I missed quite a bit of it, and I haven't had time to catch up.
Did you watch
on
the Wonder Woman stuff?
I only saw images of it. I didn't see the actual. I didn't see any footage. There was footage, right?
Yeah, there was
No, I didn't
footage
see
of the
any
actual
footage.
movie.
But I know it's supposed to be fucking WW2. Or, no, WW.
Yeah, well, it's older, so like
Yeah, it's
around that
during
time.
the war. Yeah. I like it. That sounds awesome. That sounds way better than
Set piece.
Batman v Superman. To be honest with you.
What is your gripe with
Stupid.
Batman v
Yeah.
Superman? Because I like
His
for me,
reaction
I'm
to
like-
it. My reaction was surprisingly much like everyone else on the internet. I thought the trailer was not very good. I was really excited.
Right?
The first trailer was like, oh, even that thing where they took off his mask in that second trailer preview, because movies do this now. Now you have to wait. It's like, oh man,
It's a teaser for a
it's
trailer.
a teaser for the trailer for the movie. It's like, I hate that stuff. But yeah, man, the whole thing was actually kind of pumping up. I didn't really like Man of Steel too much. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
with
it
you.
was pretty
I
terrible.
wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah,
We
I'm
talked
a big
about it before.
fan.
Like,
I mean, there's we still talk after all these years. I mean, there's got to be a reason. But that was cool. I was pumped up. But then that trailer just kind of made it really boring.
what didn't you like about it?
I felt that, like everyone, I felt that it showed too much. And it's not that it showed too much footage, because you can show a lot of, like Star Wars showed a lot of footage, but you had no idea what the hell was going to happen when you
it's
saw it.
misplaced footage.
This one, it seemed to be beat by beat. You saw everything you needed to see. You saw Batman, Bruce Wayne, and you saw Batfleck and Henry Cavill meet for the first time as Bruce Wayne, and so you saw that. So that's already something you've already seen. Then you saw Batman and Superman face off. Something you've already seen. Then you saw Wonder Woman, and you can tell that that's a shot where it's the first time she appears in full suit. It's a reveal shot where she gets hit with
Doomsday.
Doomsday's
fucking-
face.
So you already know that.
Yeah, so you
it's
already
on
know that
together.
that's her reveal, because they're like, "Is she with you?" No, I thought she was with you. You know, and so that's her reveal. Then Doomsday's reveal, like full face Ninja Turtle reveal of Doomsday.
I hate
Then you find out that you can see exactly that General Zod was turned into Doomsday. Like they give you beat by beat the whole movie.
It's like, what's Batman's motive? Oh yeah, it destroyed his building, and then people got injured. Oh, so why does
yeah.
Superman
Yeah,
hate him? It's like,
everything.
it literally is the story.
And you know the only thing they haven't shown us that's gonna be in it? The freaking flashback to Bruce Wayne's parents' murder. It's gonna be in there.
Oh, okay.
Mark my words, it's gonna be in there, and it's gonna be the same shit we've seen a million times.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They always do
slow
some sort of,
mo, and then he's gonna be like,
they always do some weird
shit.
flashback every time. I hate that.
That's it, dude. That's my thing on that.
I actually have a question for you though, since I know we and me really indulge in comic books a lot. But do you like Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne? As the way it has been seen so far.
I don't think as Bruce Wayne he looks like Ben Affleck. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
In the suit, that motherfucker looks like Batman.
But he has a gun.
Well, Batman's had guns.
Yeah, I know he's had guns.
And in fact,
he's disgruntled Batman right now.
in fact, in the Dark Knight Returns, the comic book by
Yeah.
Frank Miller,
I like that one. It's
go
really good.
buy it.
It's actually really good.
Boom, plug. Thanks, DC. You're welcome. Fucking here we go. In that one, there's a part where he uses a rifle. He uses a rifle, so
Like
it's
a straight rifle?
like a straight up
Like-
rifle.
Yeah,
Well,
straight
he used
up.
a rifle to shoot like across a building on Gotham Twin Towers, which are the Twin Towers. It was in the 80s. Those things were still up. and that the look of this Batman is very much the fat bat straight up from Dark Knights.
What's all the DC
tiny
animated
ears.
movie with the one they made recently?
Yeah, they made one of Dark Knight
the
Returns. Yeah. Cool. They got rid of the flying little baby things, I think. No, they were in there. Yeah, they were in there. Never mind.
In the first one or
the
second one?
second half.
The
actually.
second part.
I don't know. The
Yeah,
book.
it's a 2 parts.
The book.
Wait. So if they're doing this Batman off of that one, will there'll be a female
Not-
Robin?
No,
No.
they're not doing it exactly the same.
okay.
They're obviously taking cues from it. They're
Elements.
taking looks. Like, believe it or not, Christopher Nolan's Batman run took a lot from Frank Miller Batman as well, because it was a lot based on Batman Year One. And so they do that a lot. They just take stuff a lot from whatever movie. So the look, that's straight up from The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, because like a lot of that
What's
stuff's
exactly
taken from The Dark Knight Returns, but also taken from the New 52. Like in
Oh, see, but I don't do the New 52.
Yeah,
I have
see,
no idea.
there-
We were
there's
just
where we-
talking about
Yeah.
that.
That's where we diverge. I read a little bit of the New 52 because like I was never like a really big fan of comics. So a lot of the older like lore I had to like read about it on my own without reading the comics.
And I'm the other way around.
Yeah, but with the New 52 I actually read up on it.
Rock and roll.
Peanut butter, chocolate.
Together they taste like crap.
No, chocolate and steak taste like crap. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
We're at Nestor's house and we thought it was two good ideas. And it
Oh
wasn't.
god. No, but the New 52 though, a lot of the stuff from there, it's actually been really good. A lot of revamping of series and actually changing some of the
I
origin
just
stories.
read like today or yesterday that DC is starting all over again with all number ones again.
Yes,
You know,
I
it's
New
funny though.
52 hasn't been out that long.
I know. And
It
I
really
can't
has.
believe
It's
they're
been
doing
like
that.
2 years.
popular, right?
Two
Yeah.
years. So I remember being at the panel for DC when they were announcing the New 52, the year that was going to happen, and they were like, basically what they said when they got asked like, why are you doing this? Because no one, like, people don't care too much, and enough people care now. So if we reboot it, we can keep those people. But I guess it's not particularly like.
Well,
it's not working that way.
I think what they're gonna do. Actually, I don't think I thought it. I actually think I read it and I forgot about it. But I think they're just the reason why they're rebooting the whole book series is because it's gonna be more closely connected to the new
Cinematic universe.
Yeah.
cinematic universe, which I think is a bad idea.
I mean,
Because
business-
Marvel's doing the opposite.
Oh,
Marvel's going like, oh, you got a man Thor over there? Fuck it. Jane Foster's the new Thor.
That's the funny thing because
You know,
that's
Wait, is it
exactly
actually
what-
Jane?
Yeah, Jane Foster.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought like they just
But-
rebooted the series with the female Jane.
Here's
With
why
female Thor.
it's a good idea. When I was a kid, my mom couldn't give a rat's ass who the hell Thor was. But now that it's handsome blonde man, she's like, did you? She called me. She was like, my mother called me and she's like, did you hear that they're gonna replace Thor? I was like, what the hell do you care about Thor? And first off, my favorite Thor wasn't even blonde handsome man. My favorite Thor was Better Ray Bill. It was an alien dude with a horse
Yes,
face.
I remember.
He was my favorite Thor. I love that guy because he looked cool. He wasn't just generic blonde man. But like these people don't know.
Generic blonde man.
You know,
This
and I
is-
think from a business standpoint, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because like people got so like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this. That's just a bunch
Then
of
how do you
Marvel
feel about
publicity right
Jason
there.
Momoa playing Aquaman then?
That's cool.
I mean, because it's not
cool, I don't care.
generic blonde man.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
it's
generic
not.
blood. Good.
It isn't.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. When someone said that the Human Torch was going to be black, I was like, outrageous. A man on fire can't be black.
It is essentially the same argument we all had together when I was saying that they're trying to push a lot of the comic books out, and a lot of it doesn't make sense when they're actually trying to put their origin stories together. But then, of course, I remember you said it too.
My only argument on that is you got to separate the two. It's like you have your comic stories and then you have your movie stories, and some things just don't translate. So I mean, you're changing it for a reason. You change it for a broader audience to get that exposure,
Like
what you're
Watchmen.
saying. Yeah,
Like Watchmen.
was a cool
Watchmen is
movie.
a great movie.
Very underrated movie.
I really like the movie too.
So I should twice, and that's a long movie.
Yeah.
Except that one actually was.
You read the book before?
Yeah, I actually have.
The,
I read it after because that's when everyone told me it was
have
based on
the
comic
name.
books.
Let's think about the big thing that they took out was the parallel.
the
parallel,
with the comic
you-
book.
yeah.
No, the parallel with the comic book within the comic book.
Oh, okay, I remember you telling me
The
about that.
comic book, the pirate comic book, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Sure, it's a cool parallel, but that's like if they'd made that like a Game of Thrones, they could have put it in there. But to be honest, the movie is pretty well done as a movie.
Yeah.
If you're a comic book fan and you really like the comic book,
You're gonna hate.
you can read the comic book.
Yeah.
Read the comic book. It's still there, man. Like all the people go like, this ruined my childhood. It's like, nah, dude. Childhood's still there. I'll still watch the old Ninja Turtles whenever I want.
Yeah, that's true.
That, and let's face it, it made someone else's childhood that much better.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it started off the love for it for someone, so they can look back into it and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this existed
I
too."
mean, I'm since we're talking comic books, and I just brought up the Ninja Turtles. I don't think you wanted to talk about that, but if you think about it, everyone's complaining about how the Michael Bay turtles are ugly and they're not like the source material.
I don't
any
care.
of that.
No.
I didn't really like the movie. I'm really looking forward to the second movie, but I didn't like that first movie.
Wait, tell us why you didn't
was-
like the first movie.
yeah.
Is it the fact that it was not Turtles focus? 'Cause that's
Yeah,
my
yes. And also the fact that you have giant monsters that don't know ninjutsu and they're called the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Okay, cool.
But aside from that, like if you notice,
That was all our main
the
arguments.
original comic book for Ninja Turtles was nothing like the cartoon.
No.
Yeah, weren't they just all
It
like-
was dark.
it
It
was
was
all-
gritty.
It's because the comic book was a big indie deal, and then someone at Playmates was like, "Yo, let's make some toys and sell them," and then they were like, "Fuck yeah, money, let's do this," and they were like, "But we need to make a cartoon to sell the toys," and that's what happened. So. You can't say the Ninja Turtles just recently sold out. They've been selling.
No,
out
they've been out for a
forever.
long time.
That's what got them to their popularity.
Yeah, that's how they exploded.
There was that musical group.
Oh god,
Oh my
yes.
God.
There was that Ninja
I've
Turtles
seen- I've
musical
seen
group.
so many
It
of those
was,
things. I love
it was
them.
Ninja Turtles Out of Their Shell tour, and then the Ninja Turtles Christmas special.
And it's crazy too. Like if you've never read the comic books and then you go back to read the comic books, they're pretty fucked up. Like really fucked up. But
They're
it's
actually-
a great series
We're
too.
going back to Frank Miller. They're
Yeah.
based on the Frank Miller
Miller,
run of
yeah.
Daredevil. So,
Yep.
Really?
Did you
Yeah.
see the Netflix Daredevil show?
Oh, hell yeah.
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, we
you
did.
know the bad ninjas dressed in red. You remember what their clan is called? Actually,
I remember Nobu.
Well,
Was
they're
the
called the
Hand.
Hand.
Oh,
And the Ninja Turtle is
The
the
foot.
foot.
Yeah.
we have a message for you.
Yeah, and it takes place in the whole same Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, because it says that the
Hell's
same
Kitchen area.
ooze that blinded Daredevil made the Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the radioactive thing, they hit the kid in the face, then wound up in the sewers and made.
Speaking of the Ninja Turtles, in particular the second Ninja Turtles movie, I think, where it's like, we have a message for you. And
No,
just
that was the
slap
first one.
That was the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Slap the
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Good one. That's the best
Great.
one. Best Ninja Turtles movie.
It had a very,
agree.
it had a
It's
very
dark,
serious tone. I
gritty,
remember that.
And Raphael's
Yes.
always a cunt.
But it's still fun.
He's always been.
It's still fun. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's got a great music.
It's crazy to think that freaking was
no
it.
ninja raps.
And also, was
Rapping
it
with the bippity and the
pizza-
boppity and the
pizza
boop.
was supposed to have the original deal to be the pizza that being the whole thing, but then it ended up being Domino's instead.
I remember because the
whole entire
cassette
time.
tape. If you had the cassette tape like I did, because I'm old,
It had
old
Pizza
man,
Hut on
I had
there.
a cassette tape. The movie started with a Pizza Hut advertisement,
Mm-hmm.
but Pizza Hut was not in the movie. It was Domino's.
Domino's. Well, because Pizza Hut said no on the deal, which is stupid.
Like, but we already made the. But you know how much?
Spent tons on marketing already. What do you mean change the box art? Jim's on vacation already.
All right, we're making Battletoads. That's what. That's over. We're making
It's gonna
Battletoads.
come up.
No, you know
there
it
probably
is
is.
because they've been talking about it like for so long, for so many years. And I love that joke though. I forgot where I saw it. Like this lady and her husband, like people hated her, and they were like on some reality show, and they got onto like Dr. Phil, and I guess people on Reddit found out their information. They doxed her, and people would call her and ask her, be like, do you guys have Battletoads? And she didn't give what that meant. So when she was on Dr. Phil, she's like, yeah, people call us and you're like, blah, 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 and blah, blah. And do we have Battletoads? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's what
Nah,
crazy.
dude. We're gonna. Some other companies, like right now, we're really focused on superheroes. So every company is going like, "Ooh, let's make a superhero movie." Every movie company.
Yeah.
But watch after this Ninja Turtles 2 comes out, because it looks like it's gonna be freaking great. New director, new look, new Shredder, Bebop and Rocksteady look great.
Yeah.
Like the whole tone looks great. That might start something new. And since now we're on 90s nostalgia era, where we skipped 80s nostalgia, we're done with that shit. So,
I'm so glad.
so now
I'm
we're-
so fucking glad.
so now we're in 90s nostalgia, right? So now, after that Ninja Turtles 2 comes up, some other studio's gonna bring out Street Sharks, freaking Extreme Dinosaurs, Biker Mice from
Well,
Mars.
there's already
Hold on.
gonna be a Power Rangers movie coming out too. So.
Power Rangers
Do you
movie's
want
coming
to know
out.
what
Yep.
killed the 80s nostalgia? Like,
The
for
90s
sure killed it?
nostalgia?
No. Just one movie that came out last year. Jim and the Holograms. That's when you knew
That
the
was
80s.
the
That's
that
when
was
you
the
knew
swan song right
it
there.
was the 80s.
Oh, that's right, because that was an old.
It
freaking
came
80s
and
movie.
it went within, was it 2
was-
weeks?
It
was
dropped.
later,
It
like-
bombed.
It was
It
gone.
hella bombed.
But yeah, like I'm ready for that era because I mean, one, yeah, it's like it's for us, but at the same time, you can make something so cool out of shit that was so cool then. It just we didn't have the technology back then.
Yeah,
You know
well,
why that movie bombed and that cartoon sucks? Because Jem was a freaking cunt. I don't know if I can say cunt in here.
Nah, it don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jem
sorry,
was a freaking cunt. Like I don't know if any of you watch that cartoon.
No,
I
I've
used to
never
watch. I watched
seen it.
I saw
every
one
single
episode. I
cartoon
saw
that was
one
on when I was a
episode.
kid. Like so, I watched Jem.
The episode was terrible.
All episodes are terrible. And here it is. You don't know the backstory of Jem. Also, like everything in the 80s, was created to sell the doll. So there's no real story in this. No. So Jem is a rich, fucking spoiled bitch, and her daddy leaves her a record company after he dies, and she's like, "I am the head of the record company," but she doesn't know shit. And the real head of the record company has this cool, badass punk rock chick outfit that he's like, "I'm gonna promote these women who are musicians," and Jem's like, "No, they suck. My band is better, and I'm the owner, so I get to be in it." And she can't sing. A computer does her shit. She'd have no act. If it wasn't for the stupid computer, they would have no act. And she is taking.
Probably gone bankrupt too.
She's taking. she's taking the job off of these punk girls. What were they called? The suicides. The misfits.
The misfits.
The misfits. Like a freaking punk. Like a real punk band. And they were fucking. Those girls have been working, practicing in their garages for years to be good at music.
And we
And
made
Jem's
it.
like, "I'm rich. You suck. I'm the new star."
Get out.
And
See
then
that?
they
Is
had
that
a
really what the
favorite-
fuck?
That's the
you're
fucking
doing?
cartoon.
Yeah, that's the whole
That's a
cartoon.
fucking cartoon. It sucks. And you as a little girl, or me as a confused little boy, as a confused little boy, are supposed to root for Jim. I always hated Jim. I think the reason why I like punk and metal is because of
fuck Jim.
fuck Jim.
Because she's the establishment.
She sucks.
Yeah.
Misfits. That's where it's at.
We had a question for you about this whole.
What is this? Just an
Marvel
interview?
Cinematic
I thought it was a
Universe.
podcast.
No, I mean.
It is, but
I like
great,
I like
though.
this
It's
comic book talk
diversity.
because everything
It's
just recently
diversity.
came out. You
Oh
know,
yeah, comic books are
with
big
this-
now too.
So
Yeah.
I like.
I was definitely not really into it until
I know. I like when I was a
Wave.
kid and I was the only fucker reading comic books. But now everybody.
I couldn't
does.
afford them. I'm sorry.
I didn't either.
I was
read
watching cartoons. Like you
I read them at the library, dude.
Oh, dude,
Straight up, I read
couldn't
them.
afford a library.
I read them at the. I read them at the San Diego Library. I shit you not. That's where I read most of my comic books.
Yes.
Plug.
I still have,
plug.
I still have, I still have most of my comics in my room. It's freaking great.
Okay, so when you first saw the Joker, how'd you feel?
The
about
new
it?
one?
The new one.
The new one.
Yeah, like when you first saw just the images.
It looks weird.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
Juggalo?
from this last
A
trailer,
little, yeah.
how do you feel about him now?
He still looks weird. I really like when he jumps into the pool, comes out of the water carrying Harley Quinn, and has that really beautiful blue and
Yeah.
bubblegum blue and pink around
Around
it.
him.
Looks great.
I
looks
I
great.
feel like Jared Leto's gonna fucking kill it.
Now,
as
here's the thing.
Joker.
It's been going around, and it makes sense. It's speculation. Possible spoilers.
Oh
Jason
my
Todd.
Did
That
Jason
is-
Todd?
that is
Yeah.
Jason Todd.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah,
I read the
same.
article about that.
I know we were all thinking that.
And I think it's very possible because they're pulling
think it
in a
is.
lot of shit from like.
And he's
comics.
so young looking
That's true.
compared to
that makes
Batman.
sense.
And like they don't look like they've been enemies forever. He looks very
Oh,
young.
yeah, it might be like some sort of introduction because it's supposed to happen
like
after
there
the
might
Dawn
have
of Justice.
there
movie.
might have been a real Joker before, and like remember that freaking Batman
The
Beyond,
Beyond
movie,
movie?
Beyond
Yeah.
movie?
Batman Beyond movie like that.
Which was fucked up, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
it's
that
just
movie.
Tim Drake ended up being freaking Joker at the very end, which
So
is crazy.
if that's what happens, they have my attention. That's a ballsy move, and I agree with it because the people that are like, oh, but that's not what happened in the books. Well,
Yeah, that's
if you hear the same story over and over again, you're just gonna get bored, and that's why comic books were dying before Disney bought Marvel and revamped everything. Like they just like,
Was it Marvel Now? I believe was there.
Marvel
52.
Now is fantastic. I actually just picked up Howard the Duck.
nice.
Really?
Zero.
Nice.
It is great. I loved it. It's really funny.
Remember they put him in what was that movie that came out? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah,
That's
he
the
was in
reason why he got his book. In fact, in the cover of the book, it says, straight out of the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy comes Howard the Duck. And it's not like the movie Howard the Duck.
Is he
Yeah, 'cause that was-
Leotard?
Which I loved
Weird
when I was a
movie.
kid, but I
It's
mean,
a weird movie.
we're dumb when we're kids, let's face it.
I watched it not too long ago and I still liked it. It
not
had
bad.
the
It's not that
cheesiness
bad.
and campness and I was like, fuck it,
It's
I'm
weird.
along for the ride.
I couldn't.
weird.
It's just one of
Plus
those
duck
things that I
fucking.
can do.
Yeah, that was the
You
weird,
know,
that was the
he-
weird part. Everything else was fine.
Interspecies duck
Everything
fucking.
else was fine, but
To
this that
me,
part was like
I
little-
correlate it for some reason. And I know it's two far different times, but with Cool World, like I can't fuck with Howard the Duck because I don't like Cool World. I know that's what I'm saying.
Why?
It's weird. It's a weird correlation, and I think because I saw both of the movies around the same time when I was a kid. and I
Cool.
just
World.
did
That's
not-
Baskin, Ralph Baskin.
it's the
believe
one
so.
with fucking Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
No, but
and-
I mean
yeah.
the director.
I think it was. I
can't
don't
remember
remember
who
who it was.
I just remember I thought it was great when I was younger. And then man, I watched it and I was like, I fucking hate this movie. And then Howard the Duck. And I hate this movie.
It's no Roger Rabbit.
Oh god, no!
Oh,
I watched it as a
Roger
kid and I was
Rabbit's
like,
great.
this is like a really, really boring Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, it's really like I mean it looks insane, but there's not much shit.
It was
there.
filmed like a noir, you know, it's supposed to
Yeah.
have that vibe, but it was just boring.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it.
Okay, Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. How do you guys feel?
She's hot as fuck.
No,
I-
as
I
Harley
agree.
Quinn though. Not,
End
not,
of story.
Not the actress, her body, but
I
I'm talking
agree.
about her
End
as
of
Harley Quinn.
I dig it. I think it's don't get me wrong, I like the Harley Quinn from obviously the TV show, and I like the Harley Quinn with that voice.
Yes,
but at the
Tara
same
Strong.
time, I like that crazy. She fits that crazy chick persona, and for me, she personifies that character, or at least what that character's supposed to be, much more.
At least in this iteration.
yeah, in this iteration, yeah, she works in this universe.
Yeah, I was saying like, I mean, the only thing that I didn't like
And
about
she's
her
hot.
character was that she couldn't do the voice, but at the same time, that voice wouldn't translate to the
That
movie.
voice would be so annoying.
Yeah, right.
Besides, it fit in the Batman universe because of the time frame. Even though the Batman cartoon, animated cartoon.
Animated
Animated
Yeah, it had
series.
baby dolls.
It
or-
had
or
like it had like a. It was timeless, but it was very 30s, 20s, and like right in between. It was very
Mobsters,
very.
gangsters.
That's great.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. It's like.
That's why that's one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
It's great. That's why.
So
Except
that,
for the
so
last
that
season.
too good.
she talks like a ditzy flapper girl, so that
Yeah.
makes sense there. Here, she would have to be the modernized version of that.
Calling now, she's gonna take one selfie in the movie,
I agree.
She is.
I agree.
Yeah,
or multiple. She might even actually have some type of social media account in it.
Yeah.
And she's like always recording something.
Well, one of the Batgirl comics, she does that with Batgirl, where she beats the shit out of her and takes a selfie.
Oh, it's a bit of an homage to the Joker shooting her and
exactly,
and taking the pictures. Mm-hmm. Except,
which the Killing Joke's actually coming out this year as well, which is the animated series.
If you never got around to playing the Arkham Knight,
I did not.
Arkham Knight is fucking solid, and it's one of the first times. And I remember because I'd never read the comics, but I started reading up on them and started reading. And you always come back to the Killing Joke, and I feel like the Killing Joke's the one that always gets brought up, no matter
and it's
what.
not even that long.
I'll read it someday.
Short. You can pick it up.
It's short,
it's
dude.
like this big.
It's really short.
But they have that scene from the Killing Joke where he opens the door and it's like the Joker and just fucking shoots her. They have that animated in the video game.
Cool.
As a CG version of that scene.
Well, she has Oracle from like the very beginning of the actual games too, so she's already in the wheelchair.
You know what's great about those games is that they don't explain anything to you. They don't tell you like this and this is what happened necessarily. They kind of just thrust you into this world, and this is just the things that are. And these are they you kind of know where they took reference from. And if you want to know more, you can obviously go out and research it. But they don't dumb it down. They don't just hand it to you. Like, well, here you go.
Even if you go to where the menu was, where it tells you the characters, where they tell you where they make their first appearances.
Yeah, I like that too. Like
where you can go, you can actually go and be like, you go reference that, go to the internet, and actually read from there on out.
It's like, okay, in this episode or this comic, this issue. In this year and blah blah blah, and it's like gives you a little backstory and all of it, and it's like, oh, so this character is a lot older than I thought, and then it's like, oh, this character was made for the game.
It was really old, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's legit.
Was it like his oldest? Was it his oldest villain? Was like Calendar Man was like the oldest one
for Batman?
Yeah,
probably.
Because he came out. He sounds stupid enough. He came out in the 40s as like one of his original ones. But I mean, him and there's like one other one.
I mean, Batman used to like fight not just crime but the occult. Batman was weird. Like, they kind of did that again in the New 52.
Monks
and shit. Like,
well, they did that again in the New 52 with the Cult of Owls.
Court of Owls.
Court of Owls, there you go.
Which looked interesting, but it was too long, and I didn't feel like reading the whole thing.
They did adapt that into
There was a lot because it like bled into Nightwing, and then it bled into like the other ones.
I hate those big event ones. I like concise storytelling.
Yeah, that's essentially why I could never really get into comic books. Is as I started reading more and more, I was like, and then this event happens, and then this and this crosses.
I hate
and
Crisis.
Then
Crisis
you're
gonna
stuff,
hate. Then you're gonna hate
stuff.
Infinity Wars and Infinite Crisis and the multiverses, because those are the ones that have like so many issues and throw different shit at you every time.
Well, even when I was reading the New 52, one thing that killed Constantine for me, I was actually actively enjoying Constantine. Like, okay, it's not a character I really know about.
Remember that movie?
I like the movie. It was right. It turns out the character is nothing like that.
Yeah,
right. Like not an iota like that. But when I was reading Constantine, all of a sudden there was this big event. I can't remember what it was called, but there's this big event, and all these like villains are doing something. There's something happening, and the next issue of Constantine had to do with that event. So you're just thrust into the middle of the story, and you have no idea what the fuck is going on. And all of a sudden, the next issue is just they're back to like whatever they're doing
because the whole thing took place. In
that's Infinite Crisis.
That's
and that's what I'm like. See, that's
how. What crisis is that though? How many Infinite Crisis?
There's a shit ton of them.
Infinite.
So many because
they have one where every form or whatever version of them are all together fighting.
Even the chimp version.
I don't know. There might have been.
I read the Marvel gorilla? Zombies, and like out of nowhere, the fucking gorilla versions of everyone show up and try to help out, and they get eaten
in
too.
Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
I thought the gorilla versions were for JLA from Gorilla City.
Gorilla City?
No. There's
also gorilla versions.
I
didn't read Zombies. I was like,
I tried and I just couldn't get into
the Marvel one.
Yeah, I was already over this whole zombie thing when that came out. I was just like, oh, zombies again. Yeah.
I haven't been. That's my lifelong
zombies.
And as long as it's like, it doesn't even have to be good. As long as it's decent, I'm cool with that.
So are you gonna watch the new Captain America movie?
Captain Puerto Rico?
Who the fuck isn't?
Yeah.
Captain Puerto Rico. I remember that. Because he actually wears the Puerto Rican flag instead of the American flag. Yes.
Ready for it, man.
Of course. If someone were to, oh man, I'm gonna tell you some really cool stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but a while ago when they announced Civil War and they said the date for it, before that, DC had already set the date for Batman v Superman. So then Marvel put in, boom, we're releasing the same date. And they were like, for like a month, they were like in the same date until Batman v Superman was pushed. They changed the date. So at that point, there was like, oh, DC's scared. DC's scared of these dudes. They should be, I think.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's like a
They've
DC
been
scared.
bullying.
Here, no.
I think it's one of those things of like, this is bad marketing because let's face it,
yeah.
they're most likely gonna make more money.
No,
than
it's
Exactly.
someone's gonna pick sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're dividing, and Marvel's doing this because the next season of Daredevil is
next month,
slating
actually.
out on the premiere of Batman v Superman.
Oh shit! I didn't know
Really?
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna go to the theaters and take your chances on this movie, which the trailer already told you everything? Or are you gonna watch the Punisher fight Daredevil at
Yeah,
home?
I'd rather watch Punisher.
All
Dude,
like 13 episodes.
Also, this latest
on the
Every
opening
Monday.
weekend.
Yeah.
On the opening weekend. That's the thing. That's why, Netflix, you can watch it whenever. But people are gonna like opening weekend.
I'm gonna
they're
binge.
they're trying to make their numbers go down. Like that's.
But speaking of which, this latest iteration of the Punisher is one that I find very, very interesting because I actually really, really like that actor, man. He played Shane in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He was
He was that one dude in Fury whose name I can't remember.
Wolf of Wall Street. He was
Wolf
the
of Wall
tough
Street.
guy.
That guy in that was an asshole.
Who's that? He was that asshole in that movie, and then he was
Yeah,
an asshole in that movie. He was an asshole in that
And
movie.
now he's gonna be the Punisher.
I think this Punisher adaptation, because I think I have one of the comic books which actually kind of goes along with the
The
Daredevil
Max
ones.
comic books?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
The
the
dark
one.
ones?
That's the one he's going with because it's a darker version of him.
Okay, I
Yeah,
saw.
Punisher's dark to begin with. Goddamn.
Yeah, he's dark as.
Well, I saw a couple of
backstory.
panels from one of the comics where, like, I think Punisher ties up Daredevil and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna shoot this person. You have a gun right there. You have enough time to shoot me, or it was like you could either do one or either thing. Oh no, if you really wanted to stop me from killing this person, you have enough time to untie yourself and shoot me, but that's all you get time for." And you're like, "Oh fuck."
Well, I like that this Daredevil, and from the show, has balls. He's not afraid of fucking.
Yeah,
he's
but
not killing, but he's
Yeah, but he
fucking-
looks weird.
his-
That mask fits weird on his face.
Yeah,
the
it's too
Daredevil
big.
mask or the
It's-
black mask.
No, it's too
No,
big.
the Daredevil mask.
Yeah,
The black
it
mask
looks
was
cool.
the black
Yeah.
mask was sick.
great, but like because it gave him a nose bridge. Daredevil always had like that weird thing like
and
this.
it
his
looks
nose
like
shows.
it's jutting out.
This
too
one's like
much.
this. Yeah, it looks like it's sticking out this way, and he got like a weird midget head,
Yeah.
like it's square. And it's like, so it looks.
It's not a
weird.
form fitted to his.
No,
face.
no, no.
It's a cool suit.
It's like
Yeah.
the black outfit was sick. It's just like
Actually,
watching
yeah, I
Ninja.
really like the black outfit.
It's so simple. It's just like a
It's a-
sweater, some
a
leather
compression
pants,
jacket.
leather pants,
And
just
it's been
mask.
shown the comparison to the first cinematic appearance of Daredevil in the trial of the Incredible Hulk in the 80s.
Damn.
If you watch that, which I used to have and I had at my parents' house, it's not there anymore. But with Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno, where the slow mo like it was Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Kingpin is in it, and freaking Daredevil's in it, and Daredevil's just full black spandex with just a black thing over his head and a stick. So he looks pretty close to that.
I got to meet Lou Ferrigno, and we had to
pretty
help him carry shit to his car because apparently he has a bad back now.
He was just carrying up all that ride.
Yeah. I mean, he fought a bear when he was the Incredible Hulk. He's got hurt.
It
I mean,
wears on you.
they use prosthetics for Leonardo DiCaprio, so I mean, Lou Ferrigno really did it.
Oh god, no! Watch that scene. You're gonna see how he really did it. At some point, he throws the bear because he's like he's wrestling him. He does push the bear down. He's a big guy. He pushes a bear into the water, and the bear's like, ugh. But then they do a cut scene, and he picks him up, and it's just clearly like a stuffed bear costume. And he like spins him and throws him, and then they cut, and it's clearly a catapult throwing same said bear costume across the air. It's fantastic.
Oh,
Doing
80s animation.
Oh, dude, this is great. No, that's great animation. This is fucking live action shit. Lou Ferrigno. My mom used to love that show when I was a kid, so I watched all that shit.
It's Louis, life with Louis.
Speaking of, and this is gonna be our last topic because we're running low on time. But speaking of live action stuff, man, I think we're like at the golden age of live action superhero shows, man. Because
Okay, no.
Live action
Marvel.
is half of his
live
life.
action Marvel.
This is
on
different.
Netflix.
Yeah. it's
live
different.
action, no, both like Marvel's knocking out of the
I
park.
only hear that the Flash is all right.
The Flash is great.
No, it's great.
Arrow's
It's actually
great.
No, Arrow's all right, and the Flash
Constantine
is
was great. Legends of Tomorrow is interesting.
It's all right.
It's got an
It started
interesting
off-
concept so far.
Different.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot.
It's just the fact that we've seen more DC shows than Marvel
Marvel
TV shows. But the thing is, most of the Marvel shows, they're all animation.
Well, it's like I was
And
telling
they're titled to children.
Steven.
He's talking about like the Netflix one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
which
Netflix
are
is
no
yeah,
longer
different.
that.
Yeah.
and also Grady. Like,
There's only
that's all- I mean,
two.
not Grady, but it's just they have different styles. Like Jessica Jones, I like that it was filmed in a very noir, like detective style.
You know what was cool about Jessica Jones? Something weird.
That I didn't hate Christian Ritter.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No, but here's the thing. Here's something really cool. My wife actually brought this up. I was like, when was the last time you saw a white woman have sex with a black man on TV? On TV.
That's true. That's true.
My wife was like, that's weird. I was like, what? I was like, they're having sex. I was like, what are you, racist? And it's like, no, think about it. I was like, oh, you're right. That doesn't happen. And if it does happen, it's because like in
It's some sort of controversy.
yeah, it's the reason for controversy. It's not just normal. So I was like, oh shit, you with your scholarly thinking here. You brought that point. I was just like, superpowers. Superpowers fucking.
I'm not gonna break your hips, baby. Like, no, you won't. And then she tries to like pick something up, and she's not strong enough. But then she punches somebody through a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like more not as much into the Marvel like world as I am DC. I like because I was talking about how I hate the fact that there's gods, but these gods are like as strong as the regular ass mutants and shit like that. It seems like it's like the powers are in the same playing field, and I really don't like that. I don't know. That's like, okay, you have Thor,
but you're cool with Batman fighting Superman and having a chance to win.
but because he uses materials that would hurt Superman, like it hinders his ability. Versus, it's you got Thor
gets some soft.
fighting fucking. Like you have Thor fighting Bucky.
I take the concept of different
Bucky
from that
or
one.
Winter Soldier Bucky?
Winter Soldier Bucky. It's a bit different. Yeah.
Thor fighting teenage shorts wearing Bucky.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
That is some fucked up shit.
The way how Batman actually defeated Superman, you gotta realize this too. It took a majority of his resources,
Well,
like
that's why.
most of his money, to defeat.
But the fact
Superman.
that it took him money
Yeah.
to defeat a god.
Well, because he had to freaking resynthesize.
I think we're onto something
He had to
here.
resynthesize kryptonite at a more stronger potency where it could take him out.
If you read Dark Knight, they go into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I love the part that he's wearing the suit that's gonna be in the movie that you see. It looks almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
And he's like, he plugs it into the grid. He plugs it into like a light post to get more energy because he's like he can't do it. And Superman's holding back and all this stuff. Like it's cool. And I think it's gonna suck that it's such a small part of Batman v Superman is gonna be Batman v Superman.
Yeah, because it's gonna be Batman v Superman, and then we have to work together and make
And Wonder Woman.
a fucking universe.
Because
now.
that's
Like,
essentially gonna be half the movie, and then they gotta fight Doomsday the other half of the movie. That's what I see.
And there's a chance that there's more stuff. People are speculating that there's gonna be a what's it called? Lex Luthor's gonna be wearing his green and purple
That'd be
his
sick,
power
dude.
suit.
I'd love
The power
to see
suit be
that.
dope.
suit.
Actually,
And-
But I
see
hope
that.
they don't do it like how they did in Iron Man 1 with the enemy. I can't remember the guy's
Obadiah
name.
Stane.
Just the face in there. That'd be kind of weird.
Jesus,
To
man.
have Jesse Eisenberg
My
in
phone's
like a huge ass
buzzing.
suit with just his face kind of like.
showing.
I hate when they do it. Topher Grace.
I forgot the name of that.
And
damn
fucking
thing.
as a
Spider-Man.
Venom.
Oh.
It's like, you guys gonna stop me? And fucking thing with the shitty teeth. And anyways, I hate Topher Grace. But I can't wait for Spider-Man Civil War. That's what I was getting at. I want to see Spider-Man. I really want to see new Spider-Man. That's one of my favorite superheroes. And I want to see how this kid's gonna do it because apparently this kid does like parkour.
Oh
and shit
man,
like
have
that.
you
Like,
seen the footage of him doing like gymnastic flips?
No.
Oh,
No, I haven't seen that at all.
it's like a mat, you know, like the cheerleaders or high
Yeah.
school used to do, but couldn't. But this guy
When they were
can.
supposed to.
This guy can. He does like a few flips and he goes and flips back, flips forward, and like he does gymnastics, kind of like a cheerleader. And he's small looking, and I think he looks great. I think it's gonna.
You know, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I didn't mind all so much. I didn't like the Peter Parker, and then I've like said that several times where it's like,
Oh yeah,
I
the
like his-
skinny look.
Yeah.
I really dig the skinny look. Like I love.
but as Peter Parker, he was just too well adjusted.
And he was a skater. He was kind of pretty boy.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
I didn't
I
like
like
that
it.
one.
I want to be in. It's
Me
weird.
either.
You don't want to be Spider-Man. The whole thing about Spider-Man is that his life sucks. And
Yeah.
it always sucks.
Yes.
That's why he says as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna spend my whole
And
life
this
doing
Spider-Man was more like, my life is great. They had to be in a nice house. He had a bunch of stuff in his room, but he just said, my life sucks. It's like, he's an asshole. He's like,
Man, fuck you.
He's probably not
Fuck
gonna
you,
have a
dude.
job after this. That's what sucks.
and
Andrew Garfield's
the
funny.
worst part is he doesn't even have any parents to yell at him. He still complains.
And I think that's what we're gonna end it tonight, you guys. Andrew Garfield.
So-
His Spider-Man was not that
Was
good.
he just a
Oh, no,
douche?
as Peter Parker was not the great. His Spider-Man, he had that humor.
Yeah.
And he was lanky.
He was lanky. That was mainly the
Yeah.
reason.
So yeah, go ahead and let us know in the comment section what you think and what you guys' thoughts are on these like movies that are coming out. And I mean, like I said with the live action shows, I think both DC and Marvel are hitting like knocking it out of the park. Much more DC because it's actually on television.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Agent of Shield, so I can't talk about it. Or Agent
Agent of
Carter,
Shield sucks.
so I can't really talk about
Yeah,
it.
that second season got better.
But
That first season sucked.
Yeah.
for
that was
me
terrible.
personally, DC's like just great show after
I
great
love
show.
DC.
So if you haven't checked those out, go right ahead and do so. And like we said,
Hold on, before you end this, my last comment on the Suicide Squad. If you notice that trailer that was really good, seemed to me like a beat by beat copy of the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Yeah.
That the big music, you know how the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
ooga chaka, ooga cha. This one had the Bohemian Rhapsody. Then they had the whole part of like, these guys are criminals, and you read their dossier and exactly what they do and everything. You're a bunch of assholes, which is pretty much the same thing. Which I'm just saying, it looks like that's a copy from
and
Marvel
Guardians
thing.
of the Galaxy turned out to be a pretty
and
damn
they're
good
putting
movie.
that humor in it.
Great
Well,
movie.
that's okay. I'm sorry.
So-
We said we're gonna end it.
I know, we said we're gonna end
I got
it.
one thing. I got one thing.
Yeah.
I heard someplace that someone was like,
Yes.
all right, we're gonna end it. No, I'm joking. That since they're not main enemies that you know or main characters that a lot of people know,
Okay.
you have more room to mess around and take risks. That's why Ant-Man did what it did. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy did what it did because people were like, we're not familiar
Hank
with
Pym's a wife beater.
He is.
Yeah.
Is it?
And he's
Yeah.
drunk, right?
Yeah. He's
Something like that. Like
Take pills, especially if you read the Ultimates. Anyway,
But so they're probably gonna do that with Suicide Squad is because a lot of people don't know who these characters. I mean, I don't even know who half them are, but like
Katana's was an arrow.
Arrow, freaking. There's Waylon Jones, who's Killer Croc. They have,
Croc's a
they have
shit.
Dead,
Killer Croc,
they have Dead
and
Shot.
Boomerang.
Captain Boomerangs.
Captain Boomerang.
Also.
Captain Boomerang's the shit. I
and then
love
also Will Smith being in there turned me off from the trailer.
He's
though.
dead-
I'm
he's Deadshot.
Will Smith is Will Smith.
it. But Floyd Lawton is freaking like white dude, freaking like
Well, he gets white
European.
mask.
You're a racist.
I know. Well, that's that's his original character. That's his original.
But my
A
main point
black
is,
man can't wear a white mask. That's just against everything.
I feel like it's gonna try something different, and it could have a chance of being a great movie because it is trying something outside of
It's
that
different,
fucking
you're right.
formula.
and that's
Much
also
like Guardians of the Galaxy.
and that's in the same and that's in the same cinematic universe as the freaking Batman versus Superman as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that.
I mean, DC's
correlates.
got to catch up somehow, man.
Yeah. I say they give up on the movies and
Well,
just do all
honestly-
TV shows. That would be my.
And that would be fucking great.
Oh,
for me.
imagine a TV show.
The Batman ones were good. That was it. But then all the Superman ones were shit, except for like the original ones. I love the original
Well, you know
ones.
what's funny is that there is a
love
TV show universe now, and that like Flash is part of it, Arrow's part of it. Constantine,
Woman, right?
Constantine just jumped ship and is now on.
because he got canceled, right?
Supergirl.
His show is on hiatus. I don't think it got canceled necessarily.
It's gone, but he shows up in that one. But and then they're saying that Supergirl's supposed to make
Might.
an appearance is gonna make an appearance in the other ones too.
And Supergirl's actually not bad. Like I keep telling you, like actually watch the show, man. It's a lot of the humor and a lot of the like the overall kind of like atmosphere of
supposed to end it a while
Supergirl
ago.
is very similar to Flash, and that's why I really liked it.
Yeah.
So plus,
in that case, I'll just watch Flash then.
Watch Flash better.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching.
For reals now.
League of Ordinary Gentlemen out. Adieu.